The reality is, when you hear so many words being said by other people, for example, I'm saying they were rejected from the word go as young people. So those words that were being said by others about them, about rejection, about how good enough they are not, about how proud they are. When something is said repeatedly by many people in the spiritual realm, it is recorded. So it will be projecting. You wonder why I'm struggling with this. And kumbe, so many people have said it until it has become your reality in the spiritual realm. So you enter into a room, people don't know you, they're already rejecting you. Because nikama, there is a fake identity. You've been given a fake identity that is not yours, but people have already branded you. And so you can never be accepted. You go to a church and people are like, that girl sings well, she dresses well, but something is off about her. I don't like her. You know,
rejection can be painful and leaves an emotional scar when we go through it. Today we are talking about dealing with rejection, and I'm joined by Anne Doris, who's going to be taking us through the topic that is going to be enlightening, and we are going to learn. We are going to learn how to handle it, and I believe this topic is going to inspire people and it's going to teach people on rejection. And Doris, before we even go to it all, you can introduce yourself, then we take the topic because I know you have packed a lot for us.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Yes.
Hi, our audience. My name is Anne Doris, and I'm so glad to be back again. As Sly has said, we're going to look at rejection, what it is, where it comes from, how you can know that you're going through or you have ever experienced rejection, and then how do you handle that? Why do you rise from the ashes of rejection now to a better person? That is what I have for you.
Okay, first of all, talking about rejection, how do we know that we're experiencing rejection? Before we even handle it, how do we know that we're experiencing rejection?
Okay, thank you so much, Sylvia.
Yes.
Maybe I can start by defining what rejection is. Rejection is the act of refusing to believe or accept someone or something. You do not believe in someone, you do not believe in something. But today, I don't want us to focus our attention on who is rejecting us. I want us to focus ourselves on us now, who have already experienced it. And as you're asking, where does rejection come from? It comes from the 90% of the experiences we go through as kids, again. So our upbringing is really important in who we become and the experiences that we go through in future and how we perceive them. People go through rejection as kids in different ways. Not all people, of course, but different people in different ways, especially for firstborns. You know, your mom gave birth to you, and maybe after 2 years, she has another kid, and all the attention goes to the younger sibling. And you left there at 2 years. You have to depend on yourself. All the attention is gone. You know, if she has to purchase something new, the first attention is to the baby. So rejection starts as early as back then. Another thing is for people who experienced lack of love, maybe from the mother or the father. I don't know whether you've heard people who have gone through cases of rape from either biological fathers or stepdads. You know, from the word go, this person refused to accept who you are, didn't want to accept that you're in their lives. And so they looked for ways to pin you down. And so people experience this from as early as back then. Another thing is every human being is looking forward to being told you did this well, you are excelling, I love, accepted, and being appreciated. So when that doesn't come, for example, if you have a small kid, they perform well in school, let us say even improvement with 1 grade, 10 marks, and you fail to recognize that as a parent, they feel like you have rejected them. You have not recognized their effort and who they have become. I remember as a kid, there's a time I improved, I think, from position 4, and now I was position 1. I was given gifts at school. And so I'm going home happy, and when breaking the news, the response I received was, I already know, I was already told. And I'm like, oh, so it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal that I was position 1. It is not a big deal that I have gifts with me, you know. And that is the thing, those are the things we're talking about. Small things that were said or done to us that really made us feel like we are not worthy, that really made us feel like we do not fit in our families, that made us feel like others who are around us are important than we are, you know. For example, let us say you have 2 kids. One is a good performer. The other one relatively does well. So if as a parent you keep on praising the one who is performing well and maybe ignoring the other one, even subconsciously.
Yes.
The other one will grow knowing I am not good enough. Mom doesn't love me. So I think that is the main cause of rejection. Sometimes it is not intentional, but when it comes, you don't have to identify that this one was done intentionally, this one was not intentional.
Yes.
If it hit on you, then that is it.
Okay.
So that is the main cause of rejection. Yeah.
Now, when now I've already grown up and I'm dealing with issues in life, because life has tested people differently.
Yeah.
How do I know I am experiencing rejection, or what I am going through, or what I am exhibiting right now is because I've been rejected before? How do I know that?
Okay, thank you so much. And I think that is what is going to help our audience now to really handle rejection. I don't know whether, Sylvia, you've experienced people who love being pitied.
Yeah.
Like, you look forward to everyone getting your attention and really having pity on you.
Yes.
And for some time, I was offended around such people. I was getting offended around people who search for pity, even in ways they can go to extreme ends until they grab someone's attention. And I was asking myself, wait, this is not normal. And so when I started doing my research, I realized, oh, they're trying to look for something that they never experienced growing up or up to the level that they are at right now. And so they see the only way to make people recognize them and accept them is going out of their way. For example, Sylvia, if you look at someone who maybe goes live on TikTok, taking shisha, smoking, taking bang, and talking wherever, in whichever way they want to, trust you me, inside, deep down them, they feel like, no, this is not the life I want. This is not what I want to do. But now, because the public is going, especially now Gen Z, I think most of us applaud the wrongs and sometimes criticize the right things. So because they are going to feel like they are courageous enough and people are going to maybe encourage them to do that or see them as pros, they better do that to seek that approval, even if they are dying from inside. So people who love being paid attention to, being pitied upon, have experienced rejection and they do not know. Another thing is, if you experience people who hate on others for no good reason, I have seen you, Sylvia, right now. I don't even know you, but already I hate you. I don't want to be associated with you. Already I have something in my mind telling me, Sylvia is proud, Sylvia does blah, blah, blah. I don't even know you. I don't even know you. I'm projecting my attitude all over and you're new to me. I think that is wrong. And so that is a person who has gone through rejection. And in life, we project what we've known.
What's inside?
What is inside. You may avoid projecting that, but that is the only thing that you know. You don't know how to be warm to people. You don't know how to appreciate people. So whatever you know best is what you're going to express. There's a coach I follow, and he says, if you see a young person loving a narcissist, it is because that is the only thing they know. For example, if they were brought up in a broken family, that is the only thing they know. They know you have to struggle for attention, you have to keep on pushing for things to happen. So the only thing that you know, no matter how much you avoid it, and unless you heal from it, will come knocking. And because that is the only thing you know, and change is scary, that is what you'll keep on inviting. So if you see someone projecting their hatred and rejecting everyone around, probably they have been rejected. That is another thing. Then we have people who are jealous. You share your small achievements, they'll never clap for you. They feel like you are a threat simply because you're doing better than them. You are smartly dressed, they cannot tell you so because they feel like they are making you feel like you're worthy than they are. People who are jealous even with businesses, people who can go to any extent to bring you down, people who are mean with their words. If you dig deep as to why they behave the way they do, you will realize at some point they face rejection in their lives. And then finally, most people who struggle with anxiety, most people who struggle with being anxious, whether it is highly projected as a huge thing or just a small thing, most probably they experienced rejection because now you know, what rejection does is, Sylvia, it teaches you not to believe in yourself. So if nobody told you you were doing well as a kid, you'll never believe that what you're doing is right until you learn to believe in yourself now as an adult. So when you see someone who is always anxious, for example, you've been given a task, and it's something you can do even without struggling, and you're there wondering, shaking hands, and all these things. It is because nothing, you know, when you did good, no one realized it. No one acknowledged that you've done well. So anytime that it comes, you feel like it is taking you back. Subconsciously, it is taking you back. And the other thing is, you experience anxiety because growing up, people were quick to criticize you when you were wrong, but when you did good, nobody really cared, you know? And so you become a perfectionist, such that I want to be perfect in everything that I do. So I don't know whether when doing this assignment, I will produce the best of results. So if I don't give my best and produce the best, I better not do it, you know? So you hold yourself back mentally. And so anytime you're set to do a thing, no matter how good you are at it, you become anxious. So those are some of the signs of people going through rejection. And I would want to mention something else, Sylvia. We have different types of rejection. One is self-rejection.
Okay.
Self-rejection is people who do not love themselves at all.
Oh.
People who hate themselves.
Yes.
Kabisa. You don't like yourself. Maybe because, one, something was said against you as a kid or as a grown-up, and it is sunk in your head such that you've never been able to overcome it. So you believe you're not good enough because of words that others said to you. The other thing is out of experiences that you've gone through. Maybe you've gone through something like I used rape. And so every time you look at yourself, you feel like you're worthless, you feel like you're pathetic, you know. Why me? Why I hate myself? I could have done 1, 2, 3 to avoid going through this. So people hate themselves. People hate how they look. People hate their body shapes and sizes. So one is self-rejection. You really feel like, I don't like myself. I don't like my voice. And then maybe I can ask, then what can you do about it? What can you do about your height? What can you do about your body shape? What can you do about your voice? There is nothing you can do. And so why do you hate yourself? So that is one type of rejection. The other one is rejection by others. Rejection by others is I don't know whether you've come across people who are hated by almost everyone, sorry to say. People who, like, I would say they lack favor with men. You enter into a room, Sylvia, people who've never seen you, they don't even know you passed or anything, but already they feel like you are a turn-off. I don't want to associate with them. You know, you feel people say, I felt like we are not connecting. I felt like I am off. I am off when I'm around this person. So people who've been rejected by others, and maybe I'll try to explain that. I don't know whether most of the people will agree with me, but the reality is when you hear so many words being said by other people, for example, I'm saying they were rejected from the word go as young people. So those words that were being said by others about them, about rejection, about how good enough they are not, about how proud they are. When something is said repeatedly by many people, in the spiritual realm, it is recorded. So it will be projecting. You wonder why I'm struggling with this. And kumbe, so many people have said it until it has become your reality in the spiritual realm. So you enter into a room, people don't know you, they're already rejecting you. Because Nikama, there is a fake identity. You've been given a fake identity that is not yours, but people have already branded you. And so you can never be accepted. You go to a church and people are like, that girl sings well, she dresses well, but something is off about her. I don't like her. You know, you find you've gone into a new organization, people don't have an idea of who you are, but already they feel like, I feel like there's some energy that is off. You've not even talked to anyone. You know, it is not even first impression. It is like their spirit and your spirit.
They're not connecting.
They're not connecting because that is what has become your reality. And it's sad, you know, it is not our fault yet. We see this. And then the last type of rejection is rejection by others, you know. People don't like you, people don't love you.
Yes.
From the word go, your parents rejected you, your teachers rejected you, you come to business, people always are mean to you when commenting about how your services are, your products are. You go to school, teachers don't like you, the other students don't love you.
painful.
You get married, your spouse rejects you, they don't like you, your kids do not love you. So rejection by others, it is huge,
Yes.
it is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, and you've mentioned something so deep, yeah? And I thought some people are even rejected before they are born.
Yeah.
And I had someone giving an example saying that you could be expecting a child, and all through you're wishing to get a boy. So you're speaking boy, 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 boy. You're doing everything a boy. You decorate the room for a boy.
Boy,
You're
blue.
so sure it's a boy. You do not even want to do a scan because you are sure it's
It is a boy.
And then you get a girl. Throughout the time now you are expecting a boy, this child was the child who is a girl now. When the child comes, they feel rejected because from the moment they were conceived, it's not them who were waited for or wanted by the parents. Okay? It's someone else that did not come, but you're the one who came now. And that person was explaining that from that moment, the child will come, yes, but they will have experienced rejection before they are even born. And now when you're talking about the spiritual realm and what happens around us and the energies around us, yeah, I truly believe that, yes, it does happen.
It does,
Yes.
it does. Because tell me why, if it's not in the spiritual realm, tell me why a child that is not yet born, of course, scientifically they say they are able to connect with the mother's emotions and all this.
Yeah.
But tell me why a child that has not been born, the moment they come to earth, the moment they are born, immediately rejection comes upon them. You know, they are rejected by everyone, even kids, small kids, even newborns. You hear a person has come to see your kid after birth, and they don't like your kid for no good reason, because something registered in the spiritual realm. This child is not loved, this child is not liked. You know, I would not want to have a girl,
Yeah.
sitaki kupata msichana. And so you say it repeatedly until it has been registered.
Yes.
So by the time they are coming already, they are unwanted. This is not what I was looking for. And you know, again, the mother, after now receiving the girl, may project their disappointment to this kid who is innocent. And so, apart from what they experienced during pregnancy, now whatever they project when nursing this child and going forward is not positive. So this child will continuously experience rejection, and it's really sad. Yeah.
Wow, that's so deep and scary. And it takes me to thinking that words are so powerful.
They are so powerful.
Words are so powerful, and they don't just affect us, they also affect the people around us. Now, when we are affected by words that are spoken by other people, or when it's other people that have rejected us, definitely we are hurt. And when we start understanding that we've been rejected, we hurt. And we can have that spirit of retaliation or wanting to do something. And of course, it causes chaos in the long run. How do we handle it maturely and grow out of it?
Thank you so much. How do we handle rejection? You know, you came to earth. It was not your fault. You didn't request for it. You came to a group of people that rejected you, and continuously you've gone through rejection. And now you want to get yourself out of this. What do you do? I think that is your question.
What do you
and
do?
there's something we said sometimes back. We said whatever you've gone through in life is not your fault. But healing is your responsibility.
Yes.
Whatever was done to you was unfair, it was uncouth, it was bad, it was pathetic. But healing is your own responsibility, because you deserve better as a person.
Yes.
You deserve happiness. You deserve to live like everybody else. And so the first thing is acceptance. You know, accept that whatever happened in the past did happen.
Yes.
You know, I came to a world. I was born out of wedlock. It is okay. My mom got married to another man, my stepdad. They never accepted who I am. It is okay. That is my past. I can never go back and erase it. You know, I was taken to this school. The teachers hated me, the students hated me, but there's nothing I can go and erase in the past. I was married. At some point, my spouse felt like I was not the best person for them. They divorced me. They took away my children. My children never loved me. It is okay. It happened. But you don't have to live there crying and mourning. Accept that whatever happened, happened. Whether it was your fault or not your fault, it happened and there is nothing you can do about it. So acceptance is the first step. The second step is dig to the roots of the cause of rejection, and try to uproot them. For example, we are saying there are some parents that hated their kids.
Yeah.
So try to dig, why do I experience this today? What happened in my younger age? How was my upbringing? What was when was the first time I experienced rejection? So if you dig deep from the root now, instead of dealing with results, you deal with the cause. You will be able to identify what the problem is. You may say, I am angry towards other people because that is the only thing I have known. My mother never loved me. And so anything that they projected to me, whether I did good or bad, was anger. And so I don't know how to treat other people in any better way. That is the cause of the problem. And now accept and try now to uproot it. Like, I don't want to be this person. I don't want to be a person who is defined by anger. I don't want to be a person who is defined by jealousy and anxiety and all these things. This is where things went wrong, but I still have a future to fight for. So uproot whatever happened, let it get off your mind. Uproot it as much as you can. But the second step is identify whatever went wrong. You will be able to know what went wrong and then try to uproot it. Then the other thing is counter any word that was said against you. Every word.
You can say that again.
Counter every word that was said against you. Every word, as much as you can remember, counter them. For example, did anyone tell you you're not good enough? Did anyone say, I expected a boy, if I gave birth to a boy, I will be blah, 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 blah. Now see, you are a girl, you cannot do 1, 2, 3. Counter that, Say, I can be able to do 1, 2, 3. Someone said you're not beautiful. Counter that. Say, I am good looking. I love myself. I love the way I present myself. I love how responsible I am. I love how considerate I am. I love myself. Counter everything that was said against you. Did someone say you'll never get married because of how you look? Counter that. Counter that rejection.
Word for word.
Yes. Say, I will get married to a good spouse. I'll have children that love me. I'll have a spouse that loves me. Cancel every word that was said against you. There's something you've said. You've said words are very powerful. Let me tell you, Sylvia, words are not just words, especially words that are said repeatedly. For me, I believe they become low in the spiritual realm. If you keep on blessing your child, Sylvia, your child will be blessed from the word go. If you keep cursing that child, it will register in the spiritual realm. This person is cursed. So this child will be walking with the identity that is existing in the spiritual realm. So the more you affirm yourself, the more you counter the words that were said against you. It's like you're erasing something that already exists and now you're writing something else. So anything you remember, did someone say you're stupid? Tell yourself, I am intelligent. I love how intelligent I am. I love how easily I am able to relate with other people. I love my memory. I love. I am courageous. Someone called you maybe a coward. I am courageous. Even if you know you're not. Until it becomes your reality, keep on saying it loudly. Then there's something I said. I said we have laws in the spiritual realm. And sometimes people who lack favor, it is because there are some things that have been registered in the spiritual realm. So allow me to say this. I know there are some people who are watching us who are not believers, but let me help any believer who is watching us. Pray for favor from God. That is a solution to rejection. Pray for favor from God. Tell him, I want your favor, oh God. I know 3 dimensions of favor. You can have favor with men, you can have favor with God, and you can have favor with men that matter. Favor with men is favor with everyone. Like you go to a mat, everyone likes you, they want to talk to you. You go to a new organization, everyone
You're
likes
lovable.
you. You're just lovable. That is favor with men. Favor with God is that God favors you, Sylvia, such that doors open for you in ways you cannot express.
You
Like
don't even to put too much effort.
yeah, without any struggle,
Yeah.
your life just goes smoothly from this stage to this one to this one. Like your life, okay, nobody has a smooth life, but looking back, you can really tell that I am favored by God. And then we have favor with men that matter. Favor with men that matter is, okay, I want to be loved by everyone, but not everyone is going to help me. So, are there people that will favor me that have positions? For example, what if you got favor from the president of Kenya today? He will take you places.
Yes.
What if you got favor from maybe a TV station today? That is the favor with men that matter. Favor with men that can make you status change in a minute. You know, Sylvia, I've been watching you, I've been seeing what you're doing, and I want you to do 1, 2, 3. You know, you have found favor with me, and so I want to associate with you. I want to give you an opportunity. So we should pray for favor, and it's not a small thing. Ask for favor every day, because you don't know how many people out there are envying you and are casting bad words against you. So instead of allowing those things to register, speak to yourself, pray for favor, tell the Lord, favor me, oh Lord. Favor me, oh Lord. As I go out, I want to experience your favor. I want to experience favor with men. I want to experience favor with men that matter. In everything that I do, Lord, favor with men that matter.
Yes.
As I do this, Lord, let someone locate me. I want to have a different life. So pray for favor. I know some people don't believe in those things, but they exist. You pray for
Personally,
favor, God will favor you.
I do.
It is true. It is true. He favors men. He favors men. He makes men obtain favor from other men, and that is so wonderful. Instead of having the spirit of rejection following you and you have a solution, why not just ask for it? He says, ask for whatever you want in my name, I will give it to you. So ask for favor from God. The other way to handle rejection is identify your strength. You know, it is okay. They said whatever they said against you. They identified your weaknesses and used that to accuse you and make you feel worthless. But what can you do best?
What can you do about it?
What are your strengths? You know, they hate you because you have anger issues. They hate you because maybe you don't know how to dress well. They hate you because you don't know how to project your voice. It is okay. But what can you do that is different from other people? Maybe you are organized. You know, maybe you have a beautiful hair, a beautiful face. Something is outstanding in you. And no matter how many times you want to hide it, you will never hide it forever. So be intentional about identifying your strengths. What can I do best? You know, maybe I'm not good in public speaking, but I'm a good writer, and that's something to be proud of. You know, maybe I cannot sing like everyone else, but I can go helping the needy. I have a heart of compassion. So what are your strengths? Identify them and then work on them. Let them shine. Let them hide every other weakness that comes. You know, let them be like a cover. You know, everyone is like, maybe I didn't agree with what he said, but I love this and this and this and this about this person. So don't hide your strengths. Let them come out as loudly, as clearly as they can, because that is who you are. And then the other thing that I really advocate for is journaling. Journaling is writing your experiences down, your emotions. For example, Sylvia, you may have a bad day. And so talking to someone is okay, but journaling is okay because you're speaking to yourself. And so you're like, I have not had a good day because 1, 2, 3, 4 happened. And this is how I handled them. And I feel like I never handled them to my level best. I feel like I overreacted to this. I feel like I didn't put more effort on this one, blah, 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 blah. And so going forward, I am promising myself to do 1, 2, 3. Or as a kid, this and this happened. This is how it has made me feel all these years. And so going forward, I want to let it go and I want to focus on myself. The last step to handling rejection is shake off the rejection. Shake it off. Let it go. I mean, you cannot be a grown-up 20 years now, 30 years, 40 years, and you're still holding on to something that happened when you were 2 years. 38 years ago. Honestly, it is unfair to yourself. And I'm not trying to discredit your pain. I'm not trying to like brush your pain. I know you went through pain. I know it was unfair. But honestly, it is unfair to yourself to keep on holding something that happened so many years ago while everybody else has gone ahead with their lives.
Yeah.
They have just let things go. So shake it off, let it go, let that rejection go. Because the many times you keep on registering to your mind that I'm rejected. My mother never loved me, my dad didn't love me, my siblings rejected me, my kids did, my husband did, my teachers did. That, you know, our mind projects what we feed it with.
Yeah.
So if you feed it with negative energy and negativity all through, that is what it will be producing.
Yeah.
So let it go. Whatever happened in the past, let it go. Your boss rejected you, they were harsh to you, they made you get fired. It is okay. It is okay. That happened.
Yeah.
You cannot go in and do whatever happened. But now we are at 40 years later, you need a life, you need peace, you need another kind of job, you know. You need to bring your children up in a healthy family. You don't need to project that to your children simply because you experienced it. And so you deserve healing.
Yeah.
So let go of the rejection. It may come back so many times, but even if you remember it, allow yourself to experience no pain.
Yeah.
Work on yourself such that I healed from whatever experience it was, no matter how bad, and now I am a better person. You know, there's this business partner that we did a deal together, and my 1 million, 2 million, 50 million went down with him.
Yeah.
It is okay. There's nothing I can do.
Yes.
But I can work now and rebuild something else. I don't have to be a housewife forever simply because a business deal didn't go as I expected. So let go of the rejection and try to work on bettering yourself.
Yeah.
What can I do differently? You know, I experienced that as a kid, and now I am a parent. I have my own kids. So how can I bring them up differently from what I experienced? Start affirming your kids. You cannot keep on crying over things that happened over years ago. It is unfair to yourself.
Wow.
So that is it. That is how you handle rejection. Yeah.
Wow, you know, I'm just getting some goosebumps on this one because I love how you've talked about parents affirming their kids and parents understanding that kids could be experiencing this and trying to counter that with words of affirmation and words that give them power, because we've said words are powerful. And it reminds me of when I was growing up. Actually, I am the second born.
Wow.
And so in our family, our firstborn actually, we are, I think, 1.5 years apart.
Oh,
Like
wow.
so close. We are just this close, you know. And so we are like twins, let me say. But I came second. And I think my mom did not have that separating us or anything.
Wow.
We've grown together that way. And I remember growing up, I was a very quiet girl, especially in primary school. I was quiet.
You're
like
introverted.
Yes. Actually, someone who meets me today and knew me then, they would wonder what happened in between, because I used to be very quiet. I used to tense, you know, even when the teacher asks something, I know the answer. I'm actually the only person who knows the answer in class, but I don't want to answer unless I'm just picked. Yes, Sylvia, I will explain, and the teacher will ask, where did you get that from? Because I am just so, the way I've answered that question, most of the times I would get the teacher asking me. Even in my question paper, the teacher would mark and then call me to ask me where I got that from.
Wow.
Yes.
Yet you don't want to say the
Yes, I
answers
don't
in
want to
class.
say it clearly. But now, growing up, I realized my mom used to really affirm me, or my mom used to use some really nice words with me. And
We salute your mom.
yes, my
We
mom
salute
used to
your
tell
mom.
me, "Do you know how pretty you are?"
Wow.
Oh my goodness, I'm just so proud to have. And then I don't know, growing up, by the way, after I've grown up, or else after I have, you know, gone some years, yeah, my skin color changed to brighter or something. My mom tells me I was a dark child, like dark, fine skin, and she used to say, I used to look like a Somali. Because my hair is curly. You've not seen me without dreadlocks. My hair is curly, curly, curly. My hair is very curly. And now I had this very fine complexion, dark. So my mom said I used to look like a Somali. So she tells me, what are you using on your skin? I don't like that you're becoming very light. I wish you knew how you looked with some very dark, fine skin. Oh my goodness, you're so beautiful. And now she kept telling me that until I was like, ma.
You're overdoing it now. It is too much.
I don't feel that. I don't feel that. I don't see that. But my mom is repeating it so much, yeah? Repeating it, and it was too much. When you go somewhere, when maybe she attends maybe a function where I was performing or doing something, she would comment. Okay, I don't want to say, yeah, everybody looked beautiful, but you were outstanding.
Wow.
You looked extremely beautiful.
That's so
And she would always start by saying, I know you'll say I am saying this because you're my child, but I'm not saying that because you're my child. You're just extremely beautiful. I wish you knew what you carry.
Wow,
I wish you knew. I wish you just saw yourself the way I see you. So I used to think my mom, she's just overdoing this. Sometimes
You didn't know how important it is.
I used to tell her, mom.
Itoshe sasa.
Yeah. Mom, don't tell me
Stop.
that again. Yes, don't tell me that, because I never believed that myself. I never saw what she saw or something. Or maybe she was affirming me as a child.
Yeah, true.
But
She was intentional.
trust you me, I came a far much later now. My confidence and everything, I started getting all the compliments and all the words that she was using on me from other people. From other people. We have something going on. Oh, you are outstanding. Oh, you looked different. Oh, even in to small performances here and there where I thought I was just normal. And I think with that now, my confidence came.
Wow.
That I can speak and I know people will listen.
Wow.
As in, it just grew. And right now, my mom tells me, I used to tell you,
There's something
this
unique.
is something unique about you. Yeah, there's something unique about you, but you never knew it.
She saw that from the word.
Yeah, from the
From
word go.
long
Something that I
ago.
never saw. Something I am telling you, I was quiet, extremely quiet. And I am that person who used to cross fingers so that
Nobody notices me.
Who's gonna pray for us? Oh gosh, not me. If there was something like luck in crossing
Lord,
fingers,
not this time,
God.
not this time.
Exactly. But I came to realize after become an adult, in most places, functions, no matter how much I hide, who's gonna pray for us? Sylvia,
Someone
I
will
saw you
always
coming
identify
in.
you.
Someone will always beat, even if I just go and sit at the back like this. Someone will just say, I saw
see
someone
you.
coming in. I saw someone come and pray for us. Come and do this. And then I came to realize, I think this is just me. This is me. Let me own it. I think my mom saw this before I saw it.
Maybe I can ask a question.
Yeah.
Now that you've spoken about the topic we've just had, do you think the words that your mom said went a long way in affirming you in the spiritual realm, such that up to date, everyone, even people who do not know you, will identify you and will want you to participate in whatever thing, no matter how little it is, because favor speaks, something has already registered that this one can do it, this one can do it, this one is outstanding.
Yeah. And let me tell you, let me give a brief a story about favor and words being powerful. Yeah. I remember in primary school, I used to perform so well. And when the letters came for going to high school, I didn't get a letter.
Oh.
Yes.
You didn't?
I didn't get a letter.
No school identified you.
I didn't get a letter.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
So they used to start with the highest, the nationals, they go that way, and everybody that was called a similar marks or something got
the admission letters. Oh,
and I was among the top 10 in my school.
What happened?
I didn't get a letter.
What happened?
So they go all the way to that time it wasn't county, it was district.
Yeah.
District schools, they go that way. I didn't get a letter.
Oh my God.
And I felt so bad because I was good. I was good in primary school, I was good. So I started telling my mom, I'm not lucky. How could I not get a letter? And that passed. And finally, my mom got me a school. Yeah, I went to school, talked to the head. We went to school with my mom, talked to the head teacher. The head teacher said he would follow up and all. And then after some time, I got a letter. I got a letter to a school that I didn't really like, but anyway, I joined the school. Yeah. And after that, I cleared my high school. And then after high school, we would do computer packages right away. And I remember joining computer packages classes, yeah. I was excellent, let me say. Today I have space for bragging.
It is
I was
allowed.
excellent to an extent. When the teacher would be late, he would call me and tell me, Sylvia, today we are doing this. I remember we used to do a package called MS-DOS. MS-DOS. It's more like, nitasema ni kama nini ya sai. Okay, there's a package that was called
That is new to Gen Z.
Yeah, it is new to Gen Z's actually. Yes. Yeah, it's like the HTML thing. It's like a programming kinda, but the basic one, very basic.
Okay.
So no one understood that. And so the teacher would call me and tell me, Sil, today we are doing MS-DOS and I'll be late kidogo. Onyesha wanafunzi how we learned yesterday. And I would go to everyone's computer doing DOS, MS-DOS, 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 MS-DOS. We're done with that? Yeah. So teacher will be here to take us through this and this package. And when the teacher comes, yeah, he'd look at what we've done and everybody would be excellent. And so for me, such a package was, I'm just waiting for the exam and all. And so the exams came, we did the exams, and I didn't get a letter. No, I didn't get a certificate.
Hey,
So when the certificates, because those days, certificates would be printed in, I don't know, they would come from somewhere. I don't know,
House,
Nairobi or something. Not really Jogo House, but they were heavy certificates. It's not like today, you'll just go to a school, study, and then they print a letter, a certificate for you. No, it would take time. The certificates would be here after 2 weeks. So SATs came, and we were supposed to go collect them. Everybody got a SAT. I didn't get mine. My name is missing.
History repeating itself.
Yeah. And teacher tells me, hi, I don't understand how. We were 16 of us. 15 came, and the 16th wasn't there, and that was my name missing.
The best student.
Yeah, the teacher tells me probably we'll see what happened, and then the next batch, as they pick their letters, you'll pick it. And so when the letters came, I had scored a credit, and my whole heart knew, I've been teaching these guys, and they got distinctions. How am I getting a credit? I'm the only person who scored a credit. You get it?
Something is not adding up.
Yeah, something is not adding up. I was telling no, teacher, that can't be my certificate. I refused and I refused it and I refused it. Everybody else had scored distinctions. I had scored as credit, and my letter, I was first of all missing my certificate.
Maybe
so
someone interfered with it?
I don't know. Not really, because what for? It's not what for?
The public outside even didn't know that you were good at it.
Actually, and now this is computer. As much as those days it was something, yeah. Now this is just computer classes. So there's no point of. It doesn't mean anything to someone else.
Yeah.
So I go tell my mom, my certificate was missing. And finally, when it comes, actually, I scored a credit. And I scored so well in other things, but the only actually package that I was teaching everyone, the only package that I was the teacher, and I know it from A to Z, I had failed in that package. And so I believed that wasn't my certificate. And so my mom told me, do not say those words. Because I said, I think I'm not lucky with these papers.
Oh my God.
My mom was like, no. You have to cancel those words. You're very lucky.
Wow, I love your
You're
mom.
very lucky.
I love your mom
and
already.
My mom told me, do not repeat those words. You're very lucky. And I'll tell her, how am I lucky if all my papers are missing? Remember in primary school, I didn't get my this. Yeah, I didn't get my paper. I didn't get an invitation letter to a high school. Now it's this one. Can you imagine my paper of all the students, my paper missing? And my mom told me, that is gone. You got a letter, you got a certificate, you went to school. Yes. I remember where we were standing. We were actually crossing the road as we talked. And she'd tell me, don't ever say that again.
That is so touching.
Don't ever say that again. Yeah. And so after that, I've grown up and I've really come to understand how powerful words are.
Words are powerful.
Words are. And after realizing how powerful they are, I started affirming myself. I started using really nice words on myself. And even when my mom kept telling me, do you know how pretty you are? You know, those days I used to tell her, ah, mom, I know you're saying this because I'm your child. Every parent says that. She'll tell me, no, not really. But now when I started affirming myself, and actually every morning I wake up and look at myself in the mirror and say some really nice words, I started seeing all this different person, you know. And I started seeing what my mom used to see, you know, loving every part of you, loving every bit of you. And yeah, words are powerful.
They are. They are.
Yes.
They really are.
Yeah, so let's have a last words because this topic can be big actually, and I think we are going to have another time. We're
A
going
part
to,
two.
yeah, we have a part two for this one. Yeah, because it's deep.
Yeah.
Yes.
As we finalize this, I would want to really speak to the public now. Maybe you're there and you've never gone through rejection, and you have people around you that have gone through rejection. The best you can do to them is extend kindness.
Yeah.
Be kind to them. I know they demand for attention sometimes. I know they're always seeking for pity, but please be kind to them. Be kind to them.
Yeah.
And kindness can be in many dimensions. You can be kind to a person by simply being there for them. You can be kind to a person by simply choosing not to be mean with your words, by simply being good to them. No matter what they do, no matter what they say, just be good to them. You know, just tell them, I am here for you. I am here for you. I'm here to walk with you. I'm here to help you recover.
Yeah.
You know, if you have such a person, affirm them as many times as you can. Affirm them. Let them know that they are good enough. Let them know that they are worthy. Compliment them. Let them know there's something they do that is exemplary well, exemplarily good. Let them know that even if they have so many weaknesses and their past looks like it's all dark, let them know there is something in them that outstands.
Yeah.
You know, and even if you have to correct them in love. You know, the problem is not what is said to us. The problem is how it is said and when it is said. So in case they do something wrong, be there for them. Tell them in a kind way. Sylvia, you did 1, 2, 3, and I feel like it was not good. Don't tell them you're stupid again. I have told you you're stupid. You don't understand you're stupid. Don't tell them that. So my plea to everyone who is watching us today, if you have anyone around you that has gone through rejection, kindly be kind to them. Any type of kindness that you can show them, compliments or anything, show them. And then if you're watching us and you've been a victim of rejection, love yourself, compliment yourself, affirm yourself, show yourself kindness in any measure of any kind. Show yourself kindness. Otherwise, I think that is enough for today. I've enjoyed today.
This topic can never be enough, but I have really enjoyed this conversation. It has really taught me a lot, and it has taken me back, and I have learned that change begins with you. True. Actually. Yes, that's it for today. We have really, really learned a lot, and what I've grabbed from this whole conversation is that no matter what you've been through, no matter how your past looks like, you can start today, and change begins with you. Start loving yourself, and no matter how much you've been rejected out there, you can pull up yourself from that pit and begin afresh and be a new creation. Thank you so much for being part of this conversation. My name is Sylvia, and that's it for today. Bye bye.